Hello, and welcome back to the pond. I'm here to trim up this water lily. Provide some tips while I'm doing it. Things like the trim are things like this yellowing leaves. They'll break down in the water and contribute to any algae problems you might have. Same thing with the flowers. They'll bloom for a few days and they'll curl up like a spring, pulling back out down from the surface. I see I've got at least 2 or 3 to trim, plus a bunch of new ones that are about to come up. Water lilies are heavy feeders. They require twice as much, at least I've been giving it twice as much as I've been giving the other stuff in the marginals here. So when I use these pond tabs, which I really like, and they're not super expensive, and I'll give one to each plant more or less around here every 2 weeks. The water lily gets 2, and sometimes I'll even get a third one like a week later. It has a kind of a big flat thing it lives in, and so it has a lot of space it can pull from, and I know that it needs a lot of nutrients, otherwise it wouldn't have so many leaves. This is actually a cutting from a previous water lily I had in a different pond, and that's how I learned the hard way that they need more nutrients. That thing was only growing, smallish leaves. I only had like 4 or 5 at a time, then they'd die off, a new one would come up, and it took me a while to realize that it just needed more nutrients. I have an audience today. Mr. Bullfrog over here who's been living in my pond basically since I built it. He really enjoys it, although he used to just run away right away, but today he seems okay with me being around. We'll see how long that lasts. Maybe he needs a name. So we need to get rid of this yellow leaf. You need to make sure you trim down as close to the rhizome as you can, close to the bottom. Don't need to leave too much stem. Otherwise, it's just more things to break down in the water. Other leaf over here. Not leaf, sorry. This is a flower. Yeah, this one's hard to get at. These are thicker, so they're pretty easy to track. Those look like coiled up springs once they're done. Just cut them off and they'll float back up and you can toss it to the side. Yeah, looks like this leaf could use trim. Let's see if I can get it without trimming all its neighbors. So that's about this tool, is that you don't have to be all the way in the water. Since my edge is kind of far, I can reach from the side sometimes, but it's easiest to get on the second shelf. Or if it's a hot day, I could just get right in there and trim it right from underwater if I wanted to. But it's still early in the morning, so it's not necessary. Plus, it's kind of weird. Kind of hard to video. My phone doesn't like to go underwater. Anyway, if you guys come up with a name for the bullfrog, let me know. Talk to you later.